page.
The aviation industry will need more than 1 million new employees by the year 2035. That's an estimate from Boeing's current market outlook. And one local technical school is preparing its students to be at the head of the class when job opportunities present themselves. Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics has facilities in West Mifflin, Pennsylvania, Youngstown, Ohio, Hagerstown, Maryland, and Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Joining us now on the Sunday page is Stephen Sabold, Director of Admissions for the Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics. Also with us is Jeff Richards, Operations Manager for JSFirms.com, an aviation industry online employment site. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here. I was surprised when I read about this, Stephen, that the Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics, that most people probably have never heard of, has its roots with Orville Wright.
That is correct. That is correct. We actually, Curtiss Wright Flying Services was an enterprise that was founded by Curtiss Wright and Orville Wright, and one of those locations then became the Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics back in 1929, in fact, 87 years ago.
Wow. So for a lot of folks who have never heard of this Institute of Aeronautics, what is it that you do?
So we train ground maintenance technicians for aviation industry. Really what it comes down to is in the aviation industry, any aircraft, whether it's a blimp, fixed-wing aircraft, helicopter, doesn't matter. In order for the service work for that aircraft to be returned to service, the work that was performed had to have been signed off by a certified technician. Right. So one of the primary programs that we offer at PIA and that we specialize in is an aviation maintenance technology program for 21 months.
Wow, so for a 21-month training, you can really learn how to repair and maintain and keep us all safe when we're flying in the skies.
That's correct.
Well, apparently there's a shortage of individuals trained to do that. And Jeff, that's where you come in. How significant is this shortage? Really, 1 million new jobs by 2035?
Yeah, it's simple math. Flight hours continue to go up, but we're not getting more kids going to school like PIA and other schools to be trained certified mechanics.
Are there particular skills that are lacking at the moment? I mean, what is it that we need? More mechanics? Are there certain kinds of positions that need to be filled?
Yeah, if you want to take one, go ahead.
Yeah.
What are you?
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why this is coming about. I mean, one of the primary aspects is, I think, a lot of individuals aren't necessarily growing up and going out with their parents anymore to work on their automobiles or things like that, right, because honestly, they're becoming a lot more complicated. So I think that there's just less exposure to different types of skilled trades, and combine that with really the average age of aviation technicians. 76.6%, according to Aviation Maintenance Technician magazine, of aviation technicians are over the age of 50.
So as that group eventually retires, you need young people to enter into this market in order to replace them, or we're not going to be able to fly our aircraft. And I think what's amazing to me, I've done stories on this, I did one not that long ago, in which I pointed out that you can make a six-figure salary based on a certificated program like the ones you offer and many others in all kinds of different technical areas, whether it's HVAC, the Boilermaker folks. I mean, they're all kind. This world is so much more technical. It's not like the old days. Plumbing is not plumbing anymore.
Right. And when you think about an aircraft, a lot of those skills that are utilized in so many different industries actually derived from objects derived from the aviation industry.
Sure.
And the skill sets are very diverse that an aviation maintenance technician needs. They have to learn about hydraulics and pneumatics, learn about working with electromechanical devices, troubleshooting electrical systems, HVAC, as you mentioned, right, things like that. So, I mean, a graduate of PIA could, obviously the need is in aviation, but they essentially could go into a lot of these other different career fields, working on small engines, diesels, wind turbines, things like that. And it really does open up the opportunities. And I think that's even led to some of the reason why there's that shortage in aviation as well, is because the skills that they learn are marketable in so many other areas.
Now I see on some of the statistics, 9 out of 10 of your graduates are going to get a job. I mean, right away. And Jeff, your website, you link people to those job opportunities. Can you explain how that works?
Oh, it's very simple. We try to reach out to every possible aviation company out there and get their open positions listed on our website.
Right.
And it is free for job seekers to come and search and apply to as many jobs as they would like.
Right.
And that is our goal, to connect as many hiring companies with the folks that want to work in aviation.
And the fact is that there's just not enough right now.
That's correct.
Now, do you have room in your classes for students?
We do. We do. In fact, if you were to look back at PIA, we've been around for a long time. We are actually, we have a reputation inside of the aviation industry for the quality of technician that we produce. And inside the industry, almost everybody's heard of PIA. Well, you may have not, and a lot of other even.
I think a
people
lot
from
of Pittsburgh folks are going to be totally surprised to know that we have a training center that was started by one of the Wright brothers.
That's right. That's right. And when you talk about that technological advancement, we also have a program, aviation maintenance or aviation electronics technology program, which focuses on the flight deck of the aircraft, all the buttons and switches in a sense, your flight control systems, GPS, radar and weather avoidance systems, things like that as well.
So anyone can attend your school, just they have to be a high school graduate?
That's right, and we do. We have a lot of high school graduates. We have a lot of veterans, individuals that go into the military, and that he works especially with a lot of veterans as well.
Right.
Maybe they get out of the military, but they don't have that civilian certification in order to be able to work on the aircraft and outside of the military.
Right.
So we do assist with that. We get a lot of people changing careers.
Sure.
So there's, and a lot of people really, they've never even, you don't have to have ever touched a piece of machinery before. We train from the basics, to the end result.
I think it's terrific, and I congratulate both of you on the work you're doing. I hope a lot of folks who are watching, we've got your websites, we've put them up there, and we'll take advantage of this opportunity. If you know a young person who is looking for what will be a highly paid career, no doubt about it. The more the shortage, the higher the pay. Simple as that. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. Good luck to all of you, both of you. We really appreciate it. We'll be back with more of the Sunday Business Page in just a few moments. Stick with us.